I've said it many times. If you can have the worst actors in the world and the worst story in the world, you're going to have the worst movie. But if you have good actors and a good story, you'll have a good movie. But if you have a good actors and not a good story, you're still not going to get a good movie. You're going to have good actors acting, but the
Exactly.
story is the
Do
egg.
that. Yeah, you need to at least have, even if the budget's tiny, the good actors and a good story, and then you've got something. You know?
Yeah.
Then you've got something. Certainly. You know? And I've noticed that with a lot of films that I've worked on, like strong actors. Like when I was on set for Apocalypse Kiss, and I got there and I had some scenes with DC Douglas, who was our star. He plays the serial killer in the film. And I was just like, I was in awe of him. I'm like, what an amazing actor. You know, so talented. What a beautiful voice. I can see why he's the primary voice on Resident Evil. And you're just like, wow, with someone like that being the star of your film, how can you go wrong? And then Christian Grillo cast the film with his wife Carmela, you know, myself, Michael Berryman, Tom Atkins, all these other wonderful
Tom
people.
Atkins, there's a
Yeah,
character.
he didn't have a weak link in the whole entire movie. So you know Apocalypse Kiss is just destined to be a fantastic film, you know? Just
Well,
wow, great story, great casting, great special effects. He had a wonderful person put together our costumes, great people building the sets, you know?
yeah. Um, I didn't get a chance to see it, but you were in M is for Meat.
Oh yeah, that's a short film. Yeah.
That's a short film that was part of the ABC's of Death Part Two competition.
Exactly right. Yeah.
Did it
Yeah.
get picked? Did it get picked? Because I haven't seen ABC's of Death Two.
Well, what happened is this girl Kristen, I want to say her last name, but I forgot her last name. Kristen from Philadelphia, she directed this. I came out to work on it, and it was not picked, but I think it's going to supposedly get retitled or put into a distribution deal of some sort in an anthology at some point.
Oh, very cool.
So I
I
think it wasn't chosen for whatever reason to be in the
ABC's of Death Two.
ABC's of Death, but was good enough as a video short for other things. And I play a dinner guest in that, and I have some pretty interesting scenes where I'm eating certain
Yeah.
things and things like that. Crystal Ann Griffin was our director out of Philadelphia.
Okay.
M is for Meat. We shot that in Philly, and that was a fun shoot. I had fun. It was just we shot that all pretty much my scenes in that one night, and that's a good one. Have you seen it at all?
No, I haven't seen it. That's one I'm looking forward to. That's why I was asking if it was picked or not. I read about it and
Did a really great job with it. You know what I think was the problem is that too many people might have picked the letter N, and the letter M was very competitive or something like that. But it was a worthwhile enough film that it's going to end up in an anthology, I think, with a new name down the road. So look for it. You know.
yeah, that's what I got to look out for. And before we even start to wrap up, I want to talk to you about the next James Balsamo, the Bite School.
Oh yeah, Bite School. Well, I have kind of a fun role with that one, and I think that's how we got in touch. Actually, was through the pictures that Balsamo had posted of me as Sufferella
Zuccarella.
in
Yeah.
Bite School. I'm wearing a red wig,
Yep.
things like that, and then I'm Sufferella, the snaggletooth seductress of the dark. And I came out to Long Island to meet with James, and we filmed some great sequences of me doing some campy, funny humor for Bite School. I'm kind of like this vampire wannabe with my own cable access show
Oh,
that
cool.
introduces horror films. And I had a lot of fun shooting that. And it was great working with James again. I consider him to be a great friend. We met on the set of Jacko Slasher. We've acted in a bunch of movies together, including the Blood Slaughter Massacre and a whole bunch of other films. And I've been in his films, I Spill Your Guts. Then I was in Cool as Hell. I play like somebody that's kind of a victim, like a chased by demons.
Yeah.
A fun one. In Catch of the Day is kind of like a drug dealer character.
Yep.
And then Gory Tits, whenever that comes out, I have part in that. And then now Bite School, Succarella. And Succarella was one of the characters that I've had with him recently that I was the most excited about because it was definitely something fun and different for me to do. You know, I'm a kind of like this cable access hostess that's reminiscent of Elvira or Zachary or one of those kinds of people. And I've always been a huge fan of that genre. You know.
Very cool. Well, I'm happy that you could sit down with us and have this interview.
Oh,
We're
absolutely.
gonna.
I'd like to just tell people what films they could look for me in.
I was just gonna say, if you want to plug anything, let's do it.
Well, definitely look for me in Bite School when that's released. Look for me in Sanctum Deep by Geraldine Winters when that's released. It's a sci-fi horror film. Look for me in Hunters starring Linnea Quigley and Tina Kraus, directed by Adam Albrandt. That's going to be intense. That's getting a lot of press already. Look for me in, let's see,
Which is blood.
oh yeah, Witch's Blood by Ryan Scott Weber. That's a fun one. Look for me in Fear web series. I star in Fear of Blindness, and I also Fear of Sexual Harassment. In Fear of web series by Scott Perry. Look for me in Apocalypse Kiss, directed by Christian Grillo. That's getting a lot of press right now. Look for me in A Dark Place Inside, directed by Michael Mahoney. That was just got a great review in Horror Hound magazine for June, so I'm really, really excited about that. Um, and look for me in so many other films too.
Oh yeah.
Blood Slaughter Massacre is a great one too that's coming out now. So many that are out there. Zombie Hunters, Jacko Slasher, I Spill Your Guts. There's all you have to do is spend some time on my IMDb page, do some googling. I've been in over 50 films now since 2012. It looks like. And if people want to follow me, I'm on Twitter at Genoveva Rossi1, Genoveva Rossi Rossi 1, or I'm on Twitter. Excuse me, what am I saying? That is Twitter. I'm on Facebook, Genoveva Rossi 810, Genoveva Rossi 810 for Facebook, Genoveva Rossi 1 for Twitter. And then people can find me and see what I'm up to, or just Google my name and you'll get a whole bunch of interviews and podcasts and fun things to look at, and probably some short films on YouTube that you could watch for free too.
Yeah. That's what the guy that does the live show with us says. At the very end, we all tell each other how they can find us, and he just says, "Just Google me." So if it's good enough for him, it's good enough for you.
You're gonna find my Google Plus. You're gonna find my Twitter. You're gonna find my Facebook. You're gonna find my articles, and then you're gonna find some short films even on YouTube, so you can kind of get an idea. You'll find my acting reel. You'll find my IMDb. I'm out there to be found.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yes. I